Peace, love, and elevation. Welcome back to more ASMR with Joy. I'm looking a little oily because, hey, it's nighttime. I've already oiled up my face, but I figured I'd go ahead and make a video because I'm about to have another busy weekend. Some of you know that I'm also a singer, songwriter, so I'll be recording a music video over the weekend out of town. So a lot to prepare for, along with working my regular job. So I wanted to, make a video regarding the full moon. And before I do that, a lot of you who view my videos are already familiar with ASMR and what it's for, the purpose of it, to help you to relax or to help you to drift off into a sleep with soft speaking, sounds, whispers, etc. However, some people who just want to support me, who know me personally, they don't know that they aren't familiar with ASMR and what the purpose is for. So they kind of tell me, hey, I enjoyed your video, but can you hike up the volume more in your speaking? And I have to always tell them, well, I'm supposed to speak softly as a background noise to put you to sleep. So I'm actually doing that intentionally. And they're like, oh, okay. So if you are new to ASMR, I am supposed to intentionally speak softly, okay? All right, now that we got that out of the way, here we go. So I took some notes and just put them in my own words. I took a message from the full moon in Virgo that happened on March the 18th. From a YouTuber who is an astronumerologist who goes by Tanya Gabrielle. I really like her videos. Definitely check her out. So I took just some little notes about what this full moon stands for, things to be mindful of, and I'll go through that with you. And then we'll always close out with just me sending energy and speaking some affirmations. Maybe I will go from my heart in this video, okay? All right, I will let spirit guide me. For now, we're going to start off with smudging with Palo Santo. Just to kind of get the energy right, get the energy cleansed, and protect our environment. Regardless of when you watch this, the intention is that it will be effective whenever you watch it. Doesn't matter. Okay? Come on. Let's burn. There we go. That should be good enough. Just get a nice little burn going here. I'll be using the clear quartz a little later. So I'm cleansing off any energies from previous handlers because this is going to be my first time using it with you. It's going to be with you. Cleansing myself. And now sending you some cleansing smoke. Smudging is an indigenous practice, but to all who are welcoming to the cleansing of the smoke, this is for you. Just take some cleansing breaths as the smoke comes and cleanses your space and also protects your space. Okay? All right. Now, regarding my notes, so Tanya Gabrielle is a astronumerologist, so she works with astrology as well as numerology. So one thing she mentioned was that this full moon in Virgo is great for releasing because it is associated with the number 9. And the number 9 represents healing, ending, beginning, purging, being on your own path in general, and just being on your own health path, because our health paths differ. Okay? When we think of purging, you may think of maybe fasting, not just from food. It could be something that may be toxic, like a television show that maybe affects you mentally in a way that's not so healthy, right? It could be certain people you hang around, so, or it could be sugar, too much carbs, or meats, whatever you want to take away, to fast or to purge, either spiritually, physically, different ways. So that's up to you how you like to cleanse and purge. This full moon is very holistic. It's about acceptance. Holistic is about acceptance and embracing everything that shows up, whether it's a challenge, along with all the good. We all like the good things, but in challenges, we learn valuable life lessons, or we get reminders of something that we already knew to keep us on our path. So it's up to us to embrace it, embrace those challenges, those reminders, and move forward in a way that is beneficial to us, in a way that we align with. Okay? It's also about, this full moon, self-awareness, empathy, having compassion, and showing acts of service. You can do something for yourself as an act of self-love and self-care. As a matter of fact, that should come first, because if you don't keep yourself in a good space and filled, how can you give to others? You should always give from your overflow. You shouldn't give from your cup. Your cup is for you. The overflow is for others. So keep that in mind. Care for self, self-awareness. What are you missing? What are you lacking? What are you in need of? Be honest with yourself about what you are in need of. And feel that need, or ask the universe, hey, the desires in my heart, this need is what I have. Thank you for giving it to me. And trust that it's done. And don't be so attached to the details of how it plays out, because the universe, let's say for instance, you want X, Y, and Z from one person, and you just have one person in mind. That person may give you Z, but the universe has sent this situation, this different situation, or another person, completely different person, to handle X and Y. Okay. So, and then of course, acts of service can be for others as well. But definitely fill your cup first. Take care of yourself. And then definitely go to others. Do something. Hold the door for another person. Give someone a smile. Give someone a compliment. You know, call a family member or a friend that you haven't spoken with in a while. Text them. Email them. Hey, you were on my mind. Just wanted to see how you were doing. That's an act of service as well. So it can be very small. And if you have the time and the funds, which I see abundance for all of us, right? You could do something more huge and more noticeable. That's mind-blowing, if you have the time and finances to do so. But acts of service is good. And when someone does something good for you, it does help you to release negativity, because now you're focused on something so positive, right? Okay, now this full moon is in Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign, and so working with crystals and herbs and being mindful of the foods that you consume, and being intentional with your use of water, like for instance, taking a cleansing bath, like a spiritually cleansing bath, or taking a shower that you intentionally make to be a cleansing shower, where you wash all of the negativity away, and as it goes down the drain, the negativity goes down the drain as well. That's what I mean by being more intentional with the use of water. Planning. Virgo is big on planning, being organized. So maybe plan your self-care evening, or plan your act of service to someone. Plan to thrive in whatever you are accomplishing and enjoying the process, right? Balance. Balance. Everything is perfect as is. So monitor your shadow side. That was a note that I took. And these notes are not verbatim. This is just something that I put into my own words as to how I perceived her message. But she was talking about balance and how everything is already perfect, because sometimes Virgo can be too nitpicky, too picky, too judgmental. And so that's the shadow side of Virgo. So you want to watch being so judgmental. Don't be judgmental, you know, do you, boo. And let others do them, as long as they are not harming anyone. Be an example, lead by example. You'll be amazed at just how living by example, people will come to you. You don't have to force your opinions or your perspective on anyone. If they love how you shine and how you carry yourself, trust me, I know, they will come with the questions and the admiration. So you don't have to be forceful or critical or judgmental to anyone. Just lead by example and let others come to you, okay, when they're ready to, if your example calls to them, okay? So that's something you want to be mindful of during this full moon in Virgo. Trust. Another thing is trust the message from your body and listen to it. Listen to your body. That is so important. Listen to the still small voice within you as well. That is your spirit guiding you, and it will never lead you wrong. Okay, so in listening to your body, also imagine, feeling perfect health in your body. Okay? This is really powerful. The imagination is so powerful. We can imagine what we want and feel it as if we already have it and living in that reality of having it. And that alone, just feeling it, feeling that happiness as if you already have it, is the key to manifestation. Affirmations alone won't do it. Words are powerful, but the feeling as if you already have it is what makes it manifest quicker. Well, no, that's what makes it manifest, period. You know, if you don't believe in what you're saying, it has no power. But if you believe in what you're saying, you know that you are speaking spiritual truth and you feel it as if you already have it, it's going to manifest quicker than what you realize. It's like you said it and then forget it. You don't obsess over it. Now, of course, certain things is no problem with affirming regularly, okay? So yes, imagine feeling perfect health in your body as if you already have it. And align with any frequencies that you desire. Like if perfect health is what you desire, align with the frequency of perfect health. Divine intelligence. Trust in the divine intelligence because your body has divine intelligence in it already. Your spirit does also. That's why your spirit will never lead you wrong, and your body will tell you what it needs. That's why it's important to listen to your spirit and your body, because of the divine intelligence that it holds, that it naturally has. So trust the divine intelligence. Also, trust the divine intelligence within another person that may be challenging to deal with. Imagine them interacting with you in a way that is healthy for both of you. And then trust that the divine intelligence within them will take over. But you gotta believe in what you're doing when you do this imagination exercise. Create a beautiful environment around you and show gratitude. Light you some candles when you take a bath or when you have dinner with your family or with yourself. Just create an environment that you find to be beautiful. Hang some pictures, buy some houseplants, you know, maybe have some rose petals nearby, you know, something that brings beauty to your environment, including carrying yourself in a way that you feel confident and beautiful as well. And then show gratitude. Be thankful that you're even able to do that. Be grateful for all of the beauty that surrounds you. Being grateful helps you to manifest, and it helps you to align with the frequency of whatever you're trying to manifest, like perfect health or finances. When you align with those frequencies, it's important to maintain a positive vibration. And you can do that by being intentional with surrounding yourself with beauty and being grateful, showing gratitude to everything around you, including the lessons. Be grateful for the lessons as well as the blissful events, okay? Be present. When you're talking to your romantic partner, or you're talking to a friend or a parent, a brother, a child of yours, be present. When you're out in nature, Be present with the earth. Without the earth and the system of the earth, we could not exist in these bodies. So be grateful, acknowledge Mother Earth. Be present with yourself. You can do that by being mindful of your breathing, by being intentional with the waters, like showering to cleanse, or taking your baths, or drinking some tea. You can be intentional with everything. So be present with yourself. Be present with your loved ones around you. Be present with a coworker or a client or a customer. Practice being present. People can really feel it when there's a disconnect or when you're not present. So practice being present. It could open doors for you, and it can make experiences and interactions with people so much more beautiful and meaningful. And with that, they may open up more to you, and then before you know it, you're networking, and they may know someone who can help you with whatever, with something. So being present is very important, and it's showing gratitude as well, to have that person in your presence, or to be out in nature, or to enjoy your food the way that you should enjoy it. Being grateful that and speaking over your food that it raises its vibrations, right? And being thankful that the food gave its life to nurture your body. So being present with the food that you eat, smelling it, chewing it thoroughly, savoring the flavors, and that benefits you because it helps you to digest it better, as well as enjoy the flavors better. Okay, so being present, and I've already mentioned, but I'll just reiterate, choose the frequencies that you wish to align with, and align with them, and maintain that positive vibration. Cleanse your body. Make sure you're getting enough water, enough rest, enough exercise, and release any negative emotions that you may have. Okay? It's okay to feel emotions that are negative. So that's all right. Just don't dwell in that vibration, because replaying those thoughts, have you ever noticed that 5 things, great, really good, positive things can happen to someone in one day? And in that same day, one negative event that ruffle their feathers happens in that same day. And instead of calling up their friends and talking about all the good stuff that happened, they'll focus in on that one negative thing and call up their friends and dump on them and tell them about this negative story. So practice speaking about the positive things as well, because where your focus is, that's where energy flows, and it creates more of that. So if you don't want more negativity, don't focus on the negative events. Just see the lessons in them and keep it moving, and don't dwell in them. You can be angry without acting out in the emotion of anger. That is so liberating, that you can be angry, acknowledge the fact that you feel angry, and still not act out in a way that is angry. You can maybe write or create music or dance it out, or talk to not just a regular friend who is just only going to relate, but someone who can put you back in a positive mindset about it. You have to be intentional about where you're trying to go in your life. Do you want to stay at this level, or do you want to keep rising up and improving? Continuous improvement is a really good thing. So that's what I encourage us all to be about, is continuous improvement. Okay? Now, I have spoken from my heart with the guidance of a little bit of notes that I took a couple of days ago. I know that I'll be unavailable to make another video for a few days, so I just wanted to pop on and give you this video tonight. And hopefully within a week or two, I will have another video up. All right. Now, I just want to send you some healing energy, and I'll use the quartz to just draw one of the Reiki symbols. To send you healing energy. And just let the master healer, the quartz of the crystals, the master healer of the crystals, this quartz, just wipe away any negative thoughts. And I need you to intentionally release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And that is a choice, my dear. You can do it if you choose to. You can hold on to it and let it fester, or you can release it consciously and then focus on something that makes you feel good. It's as simple as that, and it takes practice. But once you know what it feels like to be in a good, healthy space mentally and spiritually, anytime you feel a negative emotion, it's like you work very hard and be very proactive to get back to that healthy, positive space, because it feels too good to not be there. Okay? So we are wiping the slate clean. And we're going to be intentional and set intentions and align with the frequencies that will allow us to manifest what it is that we truly desire. Remember, where your focus is, that's where energy will flow. So ask yourself this: is what you're focusing on now something that you want more of? If not, consciously switch your focus. But make sure you don't hold on to anything that does not serve you. That is the main message of tonight. And with that said, with 3 cleansing breaths, I ask you to take 3 cleansing breaths deeply from that abdomen, expanding it slowly. In for 3, hold for 3, out for 3. 3 to 4. Sometimes the release is a little longer. And now relax, relax, relax. Sending you positive energy, love, speaking peace and elevation, prosperity, abundance, and all good things into your life. And it is now up to you to receive it, my dear. But for now, reflect, release, and relax. Affirming a really good, healthy sleep for you all tonight. May you rest in peace on tonight and rise in the rising with positive intentions that you set for your day when you rise, okay? So have a good night. Peace, love, light, and elevation.